for TB testing, for example. So these are the kinds of things where we are scrutinizing and saying, is this the best way to use your money? Or you see the epidemiology moving into the young population, and the country would invest in the general population, then we question, we say, is this the best way to use your money? So it is, yes, everybody knows, especially about the Global Fund, that we didn't have around 11, but with the amount of money which is available for reprogramming, and with the science that we have the investment framework, we, by and large, from 2-3 years ago, we know better what works, what doesn't work. That's when we take these things into consideration. So it's not only who pays, it is where is the money going to go into. Of the $6 million people that are on treatment, 2.8 million in sub-Saharan Africa are paid for by the Global Fund. And this is something which we are committed to. And if we are successful, we need to bring this number up as much as possible. If I focus on who pays, the Global Fund HIV prevention programs are about 40% of our investment. And most of this money is going to traditional behavioral change communication, which is something which I want to talk to you about. It is, I don't know how many of you were in the plenary yesterday. Geeta Rao Gupta from UNICEF had a very good presentation where we still continue to have disproportionate infections in 15 to 24-year-olds, and more importantly, in girls. So if you have a program and millions of dollars are going into this program, the question is not who pays, the question is who is paying for the right things, and are we doing the right things? I think that's the question which we need to take further. loveLife is a very good example, and countries need a different kind of solidarity with the private sector to use new technologies. I just quote the last thing that you were saying, Linda, which is cell phones, innovations, new technologies. For all these kinds of things, there is a co-investment which needs to happen with the private sector. Yes, domestic funding is coming up now, and for the loveLife, South Africa is a leading example. But for all the other countries in sub-Saharan Africa, we need to step up who is funding it and what we are funding it for. Innovations happen, or young people in Africa would have access to innovation only if we are making them a priority and investing on the things that work for them. There was and there is a lot of criticism about loveLife, which is it's a very expensive program. It's only reaching a segment of the youth. That's fine. That doesn't make it a bad program. What makes it a bad program is if access is limited, indeed, to a certain sector of the young population. For me, it is an example. It is an example that works. The question is, how do we expand it? From the side of the Global Fund, as I said, there's a lot of money to be reprogrammed. And what we are striving to do is, are we reprogramming it the wrong way, and are we investing it in new technologies which are accessible to young people? Because this is the population. 30 years into the epidemic, and now we are talking about ending the epidemic, I'm not sure if we have done enough to mitigate this epidemic in young people. Let me stop here for now.
Thank you very much.